Body there from Martin. Round kick, double forearms guard. Final stages of the opener. It's been a beauty. Great start to this featherweight championship match. Turning lead hook there. Southpaw starts into the first. Lots of fans in Australia watching. Shihan Bill Polly down in Melbourne. Andrew Lamb in Launceston, Tasmania. And we say a big hello over in Italy to Tudo Leonte in Turin.
Catches Martin Nguyen at the edge of that foot right there. A lot of kicks coming from Thanh Le. You can hear just the difference in the kicks. Than's like slapping Martin Nguyen with the kicks. Martin's thudding with his kicks. Very different, very similar, but both guys are scoring points. But we've got to see a little bit more pressure. It'll be interesting to see who gets that timing, who gets that range first, because these two are exceptional strikers.
How do you score it, folks? For everyone watching around the world, follow us on social media at One Championship, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Martin Nguyen, 81% of fans on the One Super app predicting a Martin Nguyen victory. So far tonight, in our 4 world title bouts overall, our first bout saw the champion retain, Zhong Jinan over Tiffany Teo. Good counter right hand there from Martin.
Love that dipping right hand that he throws. Comes underneath and he just sneaks that right hand over the top. Beautiful timing from Martin Nguyen. Than's so good at creating those angles. I love that left hand step off, how he turns the corner. Martin Nguyen constantly switching stances. I like that adjustment that he's making to cut the corner.
You could hear the corner of Martin saying, stay there. Stay in control of center circle. Let's keep Thanh Le on the outside, as they did in the opening round. Southpaw Thanh Le, orthodox Martin Nguyen. Nice side kick there from Thanh. Probing, reaching with those long arms, the Taekwondoan. 2nd of 5, 1 minute down. Round kick from Martin. Martin fakes the body shot, fakes again. Stepping side kick to the knee there, and a fake off the backhand from Thanh Le.
Yeah, that oblique kick is nasty, the way he's stomping on that lead leg of Martin. Martin does a good job of chopping down the legs. That's what he needs to keep doing. Slow Thanh down. Just beat on that lead leg over and over.
Let's go, Martin. Don't let him go there.
The corner of Martin Nguyen saying, outwork him. Let's go, Martin. There's the overhand right from Martin. Got a taste of it then, the challenger. Flicks out the jab, does the Australian. Cuts off the movement. Fake off the back leg from Thanh Le. Escapes the left hook from Nguyen.
Stay in his face.
They want Martin to stay in Thanh Le's face.
3 minutes left. We're just touching.
Round kick to the body from Thanh Le.
Let's go. Downstairs, upstairs.
Nice and disciplined, Thanh.
Martin cuts off the movement.
Just do it. Yep.
Overhand right, no goes the body shot instead.
That's when Martin's the most dangerous, when Thanh Le freezes up against that circle wall. That's when Martin can unload. And Than's doing a beautiful job of just keeping on his bike. He's constantly moving, circling around, keeping Martin guessing. Martin does his best work when he's planted, when he can let go of those huge shots. His timing is impeccable, but Thanh is not getting that opportunity to set that rhythm.
Body shot from Martin. Nguyen, a former 2-division world champion, held the featherweight and the lightweight world titles. Also vied unsuccessfully, though it was razor close, for the bantamweight strap. Good stiff left hand there. Out of southpaw stance for Thanh Le. Lots of movement from Thanh Le. Cannot remain a stagnant target. Cannot allow Martin to set on him. Left hook from Martin.
A lot of movement coming out of Thanh Le. You gotta wonder, can he keep this pace up for the next 3 rounds, just constantly moving on his bike. I mean, it's imagine like you're trying to kill a fly, right? If the fly never stops moving, you can't swat it. So if the fly is always buzzing around, it's impossible to kill. But once that fly stays still and it plants itself, you can swat it. That works too. That works too.
Okay, groin strike for Thanh Le. He'll have 5 minutes to recover. Up to 5 minutes. Martin looks absolutely amped. We take a look again here. Clinch up, knee, and that's what does the damage. Mitch, your thoughts so far on the strategies of both men and who is coming to the fore as we see the injury rules? 5 minutes allowed here for Thanh Le. If he is unable to continue, we haven't gone past the halfway mark yet.
But now we're even at 1 groin shot apiece, so that's null and void. But I like the game plan of Thanh Le, the constant movement, the constant changing of directions. He's not just circling one way, he's mixing up the movement pattern. So it's given Martin Nguyen a hard time to find that rhythm, to find a beat on what he's actually doing. Martin Nguyen is so dangerous, though. Eventually, Martin Nguyen starts to figure out his opponents. And when he does get that timing, he starts to unload on that overhand right. Here it goes, nice and tight. Martin Nguyen attempts the takedown. It goes up to the body lock, fires in a knee.
Mitch, Martin has never competed against an opponent who moves as much as Thanh Le. If we had a chart mapping how much of the circle Thanh Le has used, it would be incredible to know how much mileage he's done so far. Do you sense that could frustrate Martin the further this match goes on?
It'd be interesting to stick a pedometer on these guys and see how many steps they actually get in. But I think, you know, Martin was initially frustrated, but he is a pro, man. He's been in there against some of the very best. Foley ain't moved a lot. And what did he do? He figured him out and caught him mid-spin in one of the most beautiful knockouts in one championship history.
Is it a matter of time?
Is starting to figure out that puzzle. But Thanh Le is changing things up. He's not just giving him one thing to think about.
Is it a matter of time before Martin Nguyen picks the lock, turns the key, and what will the key be? The overhand right, the jumping knee, the left hook. You never know with Marty.
Work in between. Yes, work in between.
You see the very wide guard of Thanh Le, and the corner saying to Martin, work in between. Let's go up that center corridor. The arms are wide out here on Thanh Le.
Like
They're low and wide. A nice defense against that wicked high left round kick.
I like that oblique kick that Thanh Le's throwing. He's stomping forward with his lead leg on the thigh, trying to hyperextend the knee of Martin Nguyen. What that's going to do is that's going to take away the movement of Martin Nguyen, but it's also going to prevent him from planting that lead foot and throwing that overhand right, his most dangerous weapon.
Martin closing off the challenger's movement, round kick to the body. Thanh Le drifting to the power side, left hook from Martin, good tight defense again. That wicked left round kick of Thanh Le, it's coming close.
But it's almost like a setup for that left hand. He throws the left roundhouse kick, and as the foot's coming down, he hurls immediately with that left hand. That's why we caught Boku with it.
Martin shaking his head, talking to himself, saying he's got nothing. Nothing's touched me, nothing's hurt me, convincing himself, reassuring himself as he went back to his corner.
He might not be doing damage, he might not be rattling, Martin might be okay, but he's touching him. He's touching him, and what he's doing is he's getting the champion frustrated. I don't know what's going on inside the mind of Martin Nguyen, but if Thanh Le keeps this pace up for the next 3 rounds, Martin Nguyen's gonna have to change something. I like the strategy of shooting in there for that takedown, going for the body lock. He just misfired the knee, that was all. But changing the game a little bit. Thanh Le's a seasoned striker, been doing Taekwondo for his entire lifetime. Martin Nguyen doesn't need to play that range game with him, doesn't want to follow him around the circle, just trying to win punches at him. He needs to change the game.
Both men have worked up a good sweat inside the Singapore Indoor Stadium, but both looking very fresh. Plenty of time to go, 3rd of 5, this championship match for the featherweight crown.
Round 3.
Go! Martin Nguyen, defending champion, Australia and Vietnam. Thanh Le, challenger, USA and Vietnam. Nice left hand there from Thanh Le, and a high left round kick. Overhand right from Marty. Jab to overhand right from Martin. Now he's upping the aggressor meter.
Nguyen's turning it on right now.
Jab.
I like that jab. That jab's got to keep coming.
Right hand.
You can't run if you follow up.
Side kick from Thanh Le. Martin's going for it now. Duck under.
Thanh Le can't abandon his game plan. He has to keep moving, keep Martin chasing him.
This is the power pressure that Martin applies. There's the overhand right.
Tan's also got to keep his guard up because some of these punches
There's the
are
right.
fairly close.
The right again to the jaw. And Thanh Le does a quick count of his teeth. Here goes Marty. Martin swinging. And again, he ties it.
This is what I was talking about, changing the game plan. Look at that, making Thanh Le become a wrestler.
Thanh Le.
Oh, touched him on the chin. Tan's got to keep his guard up.
He's been tagged more than a graffiti artist in this third round. Marty's turned it on. Jab, jab, jab two.
Not just one hand, Martin. Strong she did good body work upstairs.
They want Martin to continue the barrage. And he does. Another clubbing right, then goes to the breadbasket, goes upstairs again. The overhand right from Martin Nguyen. Jab from Martin. The crowd loving it here in Singapore. It's the Nguyen show in the third round. Left hook.
Tan's getting touched when he's staying still, man. He can't stop moving. He's got to keep going with those shots. Oh, he caught him!
The right hand! Martin's down! Is this it? Is this it? Is this it? Yes! Yes! It happened! It happened! It's the Thanh Le revelry in Singapore! Thanh Le makes good on his promise to capture the belt, and how he captured it. An emphatic performance from a prodigious talent. The era of Thanh Le begins and may last a very long time.
Oh, good golly, Miss Molly. What a shot. Thanh Le felt the pressure of Martin Nguyen. Changes the game, catches him. Martin's got a iron chin, bounced right back up, kept going. But then Thanh Le was patient, picking his shots. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. Martin Nguyen comes in. Oh, touches him with the right. Hurts Martin Nguyen. Martin Nguyen keeps his wits about him. Tries to go into the clinch. Barely misses the knee. Nguyen evading the punches, missing, but he caught him with the left hand. What a performance. Just when you thought the tide was turning, Thanh Le turns it on.
In the battle between the sons of Vietnamese immigrants, it's the one from the USA who wins. He promised he'd knock out Martin Nguyen. He lives up to that promise.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Mr. Yuji Shimada, has called a stop to this contest after 2 minutes and 19 seconds in the third round. For your winner, by way of knockout, and new one featherweight world champion, Thanh Le.
Can you believe it? Thanh Le is the one featherweight world champion. He did what many thought was impossible. He dethroned Martin Nguyen. More than that, he knocked out Martin Nguyen. The reign of gold begins for Thanh Le. The strap goes back to the USA. Overwhelming emotion you can see on the face of Thanh Le. It's just must all be so surreal right now. Processing 1,000 emotions, 1,000 thoughts.
Portarci tutti noi.
Named Dagi Arslanalian. Lee competed against Arslanalian as a last-minute replacement in the final. Will Willie get another crushing first round finish?
Let's go.
The lightweight